We're hunting for a book written by a demon, and you're coming with us. This is the Walk in Darkness podcast.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sutton. This week is, I guess, all about bad news, I suppose. Because unfortunately I have some more bad news to report. Wally's sick, and he's in the hospital. It started early Friday. He said he began having abdominal pain and muscle aches and just thought he had the flu or something. But when he called me on Tuesday about the preacher, he said, now he had the chills and he was tired and a constant headache. He also seemed kind of out of it, but he seemed to pull it together for the episode we did about the preacher. So, I didn't worry too much, but I called on Wednesday morning to check on him, and he had a fever and was coughing up blood. I told him he needed to get to the hospital, which he initially refused, but I told him I was going to call an ambulance and he better go, and that I was on my way down to make sure he was in the hospital getting checked out. So they admitted him Wednesday afternoon, and he's in quarantine. The doctors tell me they suspect, can't believe I'm going to say this, but they suspect the plague. But he has symptoms of all three types of plagues, and so far the antibiotics aren't even working, so the prognosis is not really good at the moment. He's not allowed visitors, so I've just been waiting, outside here. I don't even know if he knows I'm here, but I don't know. I think I'm going to go get something to eat. I don't want to go back to the hotel, so I don't know. Okay, I'm back. So I have some lunch, if you want to call fast food lunch. And when I left the drive-thru, I didn't really know where to go. But then I found myself making the same right turn onto Elm Street I made with Mitch nearly 2 years ago. It gave me such chills and goosebumps all over. And for the last couple of hours, I've been parked across the street from the house that is. I sit here eating cold fries, just looking at this fucking hell house, wondering what answers it holds. From the outside, the house, it looks like anything else on this entire block. But inside is where you feel how different it really is. The evil, I barely lived in that house for 3 weeks, and a day didn't go by when I didn't experience the freakish hell it offered. That offering is really a forced sacrifice. That house takes from everybody who enters. It took something from each member of the family who's lived there before. It took something from me, and now it's taken something from Wally. The sacrifices never stop. I've lost track on how many lives the evil in this house has taken. Still, I sit, angry at the evil that lurks in that house, ready to pounce, but also angry at the so-called good that visits and the evil it brings. Father Guinot is supposed to be working for the good guys. His fucking boss is Michael the Archangel, for Christ's sake. Yet the day after he comes to visit Wally ends up sick with the very thing that killed Guinot. I don't think that's a coincidence. What scares me is the evil in that house is so powerful that it corrupts even the holy. Or was Guinot right? Good and evil doesn't work the way we think it does. Good or evil, whatever's in that house, it's time for it to start giving. At first, I thought Wally was crazy for moving into this house, but I think maybe he's right. That house does have something to give, but what remains is the mystery. I guess I've been sitting here longer than I thought. In my rearview mirror, I can see the red glow of the sunset, and it's fallen over me and the house. Is that red a response to my... Oh, that's the hospital. Hey, it's me, Sutton. If you like the Walk in Darkness podcast, please support our investigation by going to awalkindarkness.com. Expenses add up, and every little bit helps us follow leads in the investigation. And don't forget, in between episodes, the story continues on Instagram. Follow A Walk in Darkness for the big picture. Thank you for listening and for your support.